Welcome to Special Needs Apps, also known as SNAPS, and I'm your presenter, Latoya Johnston. First, I'd like to begin with the benefits of using applications or apps for special needs students. First off, they're more affordable than assistive technology devices that can range from thousands and thousands of dollars, so it makes it able for parents to purchase these devices for their children for use at home and at school. They don't make students stand out from the rest of the students. Many students use iPads and tablets in the classroom, so the students aren't standing out. They can also function as various types of assistive technology. Whereas before a student would need one device for communication and another device for other things, they can use just one device to benefit them. Now let's take a look at a video of iPads being used in a special needs classroom.
Many of us take for granted the ability to communicate, the ability to share our ideas and thoughts with others. In school, that means participating in classroom discussions, in responding to the teacher and talking with friends. But many special needs students struggle with the basic ability to communicate. Now, a new technology has come along that provides them a voice in the classroom and is changing their lives.
Now they're progressing at a much quicker rate than we ever saw in the last 6 years that I've been doing this.
Because most of the students at Houck Elementary's Structured Communication Center are nonverbal, getting through can be a challenge. But using iPads and software called Proloquo to Go, kids can not only listen to their teachers, now they can also respond.
And it's an amazing feeling to see a kid who felt that way and we didn't know, and they were having tantrums and hurting themselves, and then now they're able to communicate it to us, and we don't have those tantrums anymore.
Once the frustration of not being understood is taken away, teachers and students can focus on lessons, not behavior.
Well, a lot of kids are nonverbal, so they can't tell us the month or the day of the week, so they can use the iPad to show us.
Today is Wednesday.
The software also works for students who are verbal but need a little extra help.
Thursday. Nice job. Thank you. We say, this is a table. And the kids are supposed to say, this is a table. Some of them will say, this is a table or a table, and they won't use all of those words that they need to make an articulate sentence. So once they heard the iPad say it, two of our kids, it took 2 days of them hearing it on the iPad, and now they say, this is a table. They don't leave out any of those other words.
The iPad interface blends learning styles, so children who absorb information differently can all understand the same lesson. Kids can read, hear, and touch the words. The iPad interface also makes learning more engaging, which extends work sessions and boosts productivity in class.
There's lights behind it, there's a lot more motivation behind it, there's sound effects that make it super exciting when they get the right answer. It's very reinforcing.
Even though the iPads have only been in the classroom for a few months, teachers say they're already seeing results.
And the things that they're doing this year, I would have never guessed last year. So the progress and the amount of potential that's there is just mind-blowing. It's very exciting.
Houck Elementary teacher Melissa Cantwell was responsible for writing the $25,000 grant that brought this tool to her school as well as others in the district. It's just another example of how we learn differently using technology in Vancouver Public Schools. I'm going to be sharing many more stories in the coming months. Until that time, for In the Know, I'm Mark Ray.
Next, let's take a look at some note-taking applications. The two top note-taking applications are Evernote and SimpleNote. They both operate on the Android system and the Apple system. So first we'll take a look at Evernote and what it has to offer. Evernote can be used on a mobile device, a tablet, as well as your home computer or laptop. It has many features. You can sync it with your computer and your laptop, your mobile device, and your iPad. It collects websites that you can save your favorite web pages, and it also records lectures. So students can not only take notes with this, but they can record lectures. They can take pictures of notes maybe on the board. So Evernote is an awesome application to use for taking notes, and it's great that it's available on both Android and Apple. Simple Note is very similar to Evernote. You can use it on mobile devices and tablets and your computer as well. You can also publish and share your notes or lists that you create, so students can share their notes with their teacher or parents. You can also find notes with simple tags, and the benefit of Simple Note is it records while you're taking notes, so the student can take notes while recording the teacher's lecture. So this is the benefit that Simple Note has over Evernote. Next, let's take a look at two top communication applications. Dragon Diction is a speech-to-text application. To use it, students speak into the microphone and their speech is converted to text. It's very accurate, even with background noise, and students can use Dragon Diction to create notes, emails, tell a story, or have an oral book report recorded. Next, we have My First AAC, and this is an augmentative alternative communication application used on the iPad. This is designed specifically for younger kids who have delayed speech or severe speech disorders. This app helps young children to communicate with others, and it can also be used for older students if they need so. Next, we have apps to help benefit social skills. These can be used by teachers in social skills classroom as well as at home by parents to help enforce social skills. The first one we have is Pictello. This offers a fun way for students to create and share talking photo albums and stories. Teachers and parents can use this to create social stories for students. The Social Express uses engaging scenarios to teach students on the autism spectrum or other similar conditions how to think about and manage certain social situations so they're better able to engage in appropriate social situations. It's great for teaching students how to respond appropriately to social situations. Conversation Builder Teen is for older students. It helps them learn when it's appropriate to introduce themselves, ask questions, make conversations and observations, and also when to change the subject of a conversation. They'll also be exposed to sarcasm and how to respond when someone is bullying them or someone around them. This is great for students on the autism spectrum because they also often struggle with conversation skills. So all these apps are great for those students. Next, we have apps for speech and language. First is Social Quest. Social Quest will have speech therapists, teachers, and parents engaging students in clever castle adventures while working on speech and language as well as social skills. The app is designed for older elementary, middle school, and high school age students. Actual photographs make the experience more real and reinforce concepts. Speech with Milo is the next application. It's a series of 9 speech apps to build language skills. The apps are interactive and are designed for the child to be actively working with a parent or therapist, so it shouldn't be used independently for a student. They also incorporate animations as much as possible, so Milo demonstrates the word or skill that the child is working on, but it doesn't distract from the focus of the skill. Next, we have Arctic Picks. This is an engaging articulation app with flashcard and matching activities for children with speech sound delays. The app includes child-friendly language and can be used by speech-language pathologists and parents to facilitate practice. Children use ArtPix to practice sound independently, and they can also practice with the speech-language path, a teacher, as well as parents. So these are just a few of the speech-language apps that iPad has to offer. Next, we have apps to support positive behaviors. First, I have I Earned That. This is a simple motivational tool to help children develop desirable behaviors by working towards goals that are tangible. You can turn any picture of a desired reward into a 3D interactive jigsaw puzzle, and it can have up to 60 pieces. You set the goal, and then you have your child earn their reward one puzzle piece at a time. So when the puzzle is completed, then they've earned their reward. Next we have First In Visual Schedule. Visual schedules are great for students with special needs, especially those with communication needs. This app is designed for caregivers to provide positive behavior support for those with communication needs. The application provides a convenient audio-visual prompting tool for use on the iPhone or iTouch. So the portability of having the iPhone or iTouch makes it easy and perfect for use at school and home, and it can also be used with the iPad as well. So these are to help support positive behaviors and desirable behaviors. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and found some of the apps resourceful and apps that you can use with some of your students. All the applications can be found in the Google Play Store or the Apple's App Store. The iPads used by students with special needs video was from Vancouver Public Schools, and the link is below. Thank you.